Alright, so we're live. So welcome back everyone, back to Shadow of the Colossus. So last episode we did the mammoth, we did the knight, did the horse here, we did the bird, and then now we're on to, I don't remember because they all have certain names, but we're on to the sixth Colossus. There's only very few many names that I know of Colossus. But anyway, so now this one's fairly easy from what I remember. Alright, so what you want to do is after the cutscene, he's pretty decently large for such a small cave. Anyway, so what you want to do, you want to run all the way back here, and then what you want to do, make sure you get his attention. You want to shoot a bow at him, but you want to make sure you run, because he is going to break that wall, as you can see in that cutscene. And pretty much all you have to do is let him follow you through this up until you get back there, and he moves pretty decently fast for such a large Colossus, so do be careful about that. As you see, he pushed me right there. Ow, okay. Now what you want to do is you want to take cover behind here. I'm gonna crouch down and recover some health real quick. So what he's gonna do is just gonna walk up close to the pillar. Is he gonna do it? I think he has to see me. I don't think he saw me going anywhere. I'm pretty good. Yeah, so he's gonna kneel his head down. And that was kind of an epic fail. But you want to grab onto his beard. And that's how you climb up. Pretty simple, straightforward. There's nothing really too special. Now this is one of the Colossus that will try to shake you off. So do be careful about that and watch your grip unit. And I actually looked it up yesterday after the live stream, because the grip thing was kind of bugging me. It felt like our grip was going way out too fast. And apparently I'm in a game mode called New Game Plus, which essentially what it is or it's not New Game Plus, but it's Normal Plus, which makes things slightly harder in the time attacks and stuff. Okay, now this Colossus is being difficult trying to shake you off. As you see, I haven't even gotten a hit off yet. Alright, we're gonna have to walk back because we need to refill our grip. But it's pretty straightforward. This is one of the larger Colossus that will try to shake you off. The more smallest Colossus that you're going to encounter, which you will encounter smaller Colossus, they'll try to shake you off a lot more than these guys will. And trust me, once we get to it, they're not difficult, but they're just really hard to hit at times. I'm going to try to do one more hit. His vital disappears. Okay. So, I'm trying to remember, where is his vital? I feel like it's down here. Yes, it is. Right in the kidney, too, man. Ouch. That's gotta hurt. And we went underneath the time attack, but that's I'm only doing the time attack because it's a lot more faster. Okay, my group's about to let up. God damn. No, where am I? Where am I? I'm holding on. Okay. Logic. Okay, I'm just gonna have to let go. But if you do let go and if you do fall down, don't worry because you can just go back up there and you can hit him again. All you have to do is you have to get him. I have to get his attention, shoot some arrows at him, whistle at him. Do what you have to do. Make sure he does see you going underneath here, or otherwise he'll just kind of stand around like, where'd he go? Alright, here we go again. Alright, so... we definitely didn't beat the time attack. That's for sure. I'm just glad it doesn't end the game if you don't get it under a specific time limit. So that's one thing I'm glad for. Alright, come on, can you not be difficult? There we go. So that's the end of the 6th Colossus. That took a lot more than it probably should have, but oh well. What can you do? What can you do? And here they come. Here comes the shadows to impale me once again. Alright, so as you can see, we did not beat him in the time limit. We did it in 6 minutes. Alright, so... ooh. Okay. This next Colossus is probably one of the more interesting ones. It's probably one of my favorites. Hands down is probably one of my favorites. I don't know, maybe just the atmosphere that he's in that just makes it so nice. I might actually... if I have some spare time, I might actually show you where this area is, because I really like this area that it's in. But the only bad thing about this is, for some reason, after you beat the game and you load your save file, I do not know why, but it doesn't show. It pretty much acts like none of this actually ever happened. Which, you know, I'm not going to spoil the ending for you, because I'm not going to be that type of guy. But, alright, so, now this Colossus can be tricky. I actually died on him when I first played through the game. But what you need to do is you need to let him see you. Now, basically, you just need to get in front of him. Can be a bit difficult. The one thing I hate about this game is how slow you move in the water. You move uncontrollably slow. Alright, so, and the way that he's going to see you is his eyes should turn orange. So, just try to get in front of him. I know it's going to be difficult, trust me. But you just have to let him see you. As you can see, he saw me, so now what you want to do is you want to get back, because you do not want to get shocked. But if you do, that's okay. Now what you want to do is you want to go all the way to his back, and now his tail will go down, and you dive down, you grab onto the tail like that, Now, this is where things are going to start to get a bit crazy. So, he knows that you're on his back, so he's going to try to fling you off. So, basically, whenever you go up, you want to make a little bit of running distance. He will give you a decent amount of time to do running distance, plus he'll just kind of be everywhere. Because he might be one of those type of fit. I think he's based off a catfish, because he has the whiskers and everything. Kind of feels like a catfish mixed with an electric eel. Alright, so now what you want to do... Oh god, okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, okay. What you want to do, that there's a vital right here. You want to attack it, and basically that's going to stop his electrocution coming from that one. That way it's only coming from those two up top, but we'll get to those in a moment. So now you do want to kind of time it, and do watch your step, because those do hurt when you get hit by them. So as you can see, I have negated that one as well. So now that there's only one more, that's how you are going to be able to attack his head, is disabling that last one. But like I said, do be careful, because they do hurt. Uh-oh. Now sometimes this will happen, where he'll just go underwater for a long period of time. Now if you start running out of breath, just let go, it's no big deal. Because he's going to come back around again. You really don't want to die over just him, because he will do that, and that's something I find frustrating, is he'll act like you're not on his back anymore, and he'll just go back underwater. But this time, you can pretty much grab from anywhere at this point, except his head. So I can see, I'm pretty sure he's going to see me. I would be surprised if he didn't. No, he's not seeing me. Okay, that's actually pretty surprising. I think you have to be a pretty decent distance away, because it's something to do with swimming in water. They can't really see a whole lot up top, so you have to be kind of like right in front of them. Okay, does he see me? I'm gonna stand still. No? Why are you being so difficult, my dude? You were being very kind to me at the beginning of this, and now you're just being difficult. Okay, there we go. He sees me. Like I said, do watch, because they will shock you. So you want to kind of line yourself up. As you can see, I missed right there. Or, well, I thought I missed, because at the edge of his tail, it doesn't glow. So sometimes you think you'll missed it, just like me. Just like I did right there. But you really didn't, so. This boss isn't very difficult, you just have to be a bit patient with it. But for those of you who really know me, I'm not much of a very patient person. Okay, there he goes. Alright. And the way you'll know that he sees you is his eyes will turn orange. Alright, so what you want to do is you just kind of want to line yourself up. That's really all you want to do. Because his tail is going to be going up in 3, 2, 1. Oh! Oh. Okay. I just missed it. Wow, that is sad. I cannot believe that happened. Okay, come on. See me. Right, nice to see you. Maybe I might be able to get this in under a time limit. If I can get it this time, then I can get it underneath the time limit. But I just hate how he'll just go underwater and he'll completely forget that you're on his back. So I'm actually going to move up a little bit. That way I know I can get on his back. There we go. Okay. Oh god. Oh goodness. Where am I? Oh, there I am. It's hard to see underwater too. That's. Well, then again, this water is kind of murky in a way. Alright, so every time he surfaces, it's basically your chance to go run towards him. And you just get there, you just get a little closer each time. I wonder what it's like speedrunning this game. I know there were a decent amount of people that actually speedrunning this game. I imagine it does take them a while because this game is fairly long. If you are kind of like a speedrunner and you do blow through games pretty decently fast, if you know what you're doing, then it will probably take you at least a solid 7 hours if you don't stop. Like, if you're just constant going, headstrong, yeah. And if you know what you're doing, yeah. But for me, it took me about 2 days with breaks, because I did switch to different games. Oh, I got her just in time. And then he'll start surfacing just like that, and I guess that's his attempt to try to shake you off, and then you just stab him in the face. Like top his head. There we go. And I like to call that one the Hydra. I don't know why. I feel like that's his name in a way. He doesn't look like a Hydra, but it just, I don't know why. Because he's only one of the very few mini water bosses. Well, he's actually probably one of the more fish bosses. So, we're actually going to take a minute and we're going to look around this atmosphere. I don't know what it is about this atmosphere, but I just really like it, especially like the spiral over there. That's like welcoming you into the water. It's weird. Alright. Well, there we go. It takes a minute to impale you. So that was the 7th Colossus. And then after the 8th Colossus, I'm actually going to show you some of the general areas, like my favorite general areas in the game. So some of the more beautiful areas that I find personally. I think there's something to do, something with story or something I can do right there that involves if I do all the time attacks. Which one are you? Oh, you are the lizard one. Alright, we're gonna do this Colossus, and then I'm just gonna show you around some of my favorite beautiful parts of the map. And, this game is really beautiful. If you haven't tried it out, it's only about $40. And it just came out for PS4, so I highly recommend it if you're kind of into this type of stuff. I don't know, it's just entertaining because each Colossus has its own different way. Alright, so this one, if you do want to speedrun it, you are going to have to play it a bit risky. But what you do is, you have to get its attention. Just basically like any other Colossus, because he really doesn't know you're here. And you shoot your bow at him. You shoot him at his legs to do a tad bit of damage. The bow doesn't do hardly any damage to Colossus. It's either hitting for small damage for the vitals. Okay, he's climbing straight up the wall. That's something you really don't see him doing. And what you want to do is you want to shoot his legs, his front 2 legs that are gripping onto whatever wall. Alright, so you are going to have to play it risky. Luckily your character doesn't take a whole lot of fall damage. And as you can see, he's going to try to flip over. Where am I? So this is your best time to stab him. As you can see, he's flipped over. Now you want to run, otherwise he will damage you pretty fast. You do not want to stick around for those shots because they will drain your health. I'm trying to figure out where I am. Can't hardly see anything. Okay, there's a staircase. There's some... I have a window open in my room, so there's some glare off the TV, so I do apologize about that. Okay. So now he pretty much knows you're here. As you can see, he's going to try to stick his head through there. So he's climbing up the wall straight. Usually he shoots a shot at you, at least from me. Oh, that would have been so cool if I would have landed right on top of him. Would have saved me a lot of time, too. Uh-oh. Okay, time to go, time to go. Where am I? Okay. That was getting pretty concerning because I was like right underneath him. I could not see what I was doing. Okay. Oh god, he's shooting a shot at us. Okay, you do not want to stand around the shots because they do inflict damage to you if you're not careful. Okay, so I think he's actually climbing up the wall. Oh my, yes he is. Can I go around and shoot the other one? I can't see where his other foot is. There we go. I don't think I'll be able to kill him in this next run, but I will be able to heavily damage him. Because he's already starting to fuss already. Depends on how much damage we do and how many shots we get off. Because you see actually there, I only got one hit off of that? Wow, it really seems like I would have gotten one more off. Oh well. The question is though, can I beat it within the time? I think the higher he is up, I think the more time he is paralyzed, but I don't really want to climb up all the way to the top. I'll try damaging his legs a little bit more. Okay, why can't I see? Oh. Wait, did I hit? Come on, land on him. Oh, that's unfortunate. Can I just jump onto him? No, I can't. I have to go all the way around. Okay, come on. Come on, just one more, just one more. There we go. Okay, that came in clutch. That last hit came in clutch. If you would have bucked me off, then I wouldn't have been able to clear the time attack. So that was pretty interesting. That's probably one of the more funner Colossus, in my opinion, to fight, because it's not too difficult, but if you're not careful enough, you will kill you, so... Alright, alright. so that is the 8th Colossus, I believe. Alright, so like I said though, from here, I'm actually going to show you a few of my favorite areas to go to now. I'm actually going to take you to where we fought the Hydra. And the Hydra is quite a bit of ways, but I believe I know the route to him, a quicker route to him. You can go all the way that way, but here's a faster route to him, at least I believe, is if you go back here. I'm kind of have to go off the map just out of trying to find him. But basically what you do is you go straight, and I think he's up here in that general area. If I get into the desert, I know where I'm going. Like, if I can go into the desert and if I can find a shrine, I'll know where I'm going. So this game is just super beautiful. I mean, look at this. Don't tell me that doesn't look beautiful. Look at that. That looks beautiful, man. That's, they did a really good job on this game. I gotta admit, they did a good job on this game. Alright, so now this is where we're gonna have to go to the desert. Oh, you're just gonna have to head this way. Now, there is another route. You can go that way towards the temple. You can go east towards the temple. Well, I don't really know which way we're really standing, but where the temple is standing. Wonder what would happen if... Do I lock on to anything? I do. We might check that out in a minute. But anyway, I'm going to show you where the Hydra is, and luckily our next one that I'm going to show you is actually just right down there. So this is where you actually fight the Hydra. And it'll look familiar as soon as I get there. So I know I'm taking a minute, I'm kind of messing around at this point. That's because I just want to show off this game more than just fights, you know. Because, sure, you know, a lot of people just want to watch the fights, but there's a lot more to this game than just the battles. There isn't a whole lot you can do in the outside world. Really not a whole lot, but it's just the adventure and the terrain itself is just worth it. You know, because you don't get any real side quests. And there might be something I might be attempting later, and that is, there was a rumor back in the day, back in the original Shadow of the Colossus, that there was originally a 17th Colossus and 18th Colossus. One of those two was 17th or an 18th. I think it was the 17th, I'm not... Yeah, it was the 17th Colossus. Rumor has it was that the 17th Colossus was on top of the shrine up there. And essentially, it was very hard to get up there. You had to do a lot of different methods with your grip. Alright, yep, we're here near the Hydra. But anyway, and supposedly that when you get up there at the end of the game, I'm not going to spoil anything, but you do see a cutscene up there. So, I'm not going to spoil it for any of you guys, but you do get to see a cutscene up there. And it is solid ground, which I guess it was because of the cutscene. But, rumor has it was that there was a 17th Colossus on top. But anyway, we made it to where the Hydra was. So, I just wanted to show off this area because this is actually one of my personal favorite areas. Now, I don't think there will be anything that happens when you come here. But it's just kind of cool to show off. So I do kind of like the water-based. Because the water looks pretty nice in this game, not gonna lie. Alright, so what you do is you just come right here. Jump right there, and then you can go down. But we're actually gonna go up a minute. Thought I saw something. And then we're just gonna kind of get a bird's eye view of how nice this place looks. Even though it does look foggy, bit of a little mist on the water. But man, look at this. This looks nice. This looks nice. Alright, so the next area that we're going to, I might as well just go ahead and show you a little bit more. So I'm actually gonna, I'm gonna go back up top. I don't even know why I turned back around, but I'm just gonna shut up a minute and I'm just gonna turn around and I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the view. Well, that didn't last long, but nothing really lasts long. Nothing really lasts forever, I suppose. So the way you get back up is you just climb these lines. Well, if I can. Okay, there we are. Okay. Because a lot of this place can tell many different stories that you really don't think could. Because, you know, these places, in my opinion, could tell stories like there were actually people here. Because at the beginning of the game, there is no one here. The Colossus are the only people that are actually here. And, you gotta think, like, who made these structures? You know, had to been people here at some point in time. And as you can see, there is a shrine right there. I might as well go ahead and show off what these are, since I'm here, and chances are I'm probably not going to come back to anyone. But essentially what it is basically if you're here, you can heal your health, and this also counts as a save point, so there's always one near Colossus. So you can just sit here, so for example, if you would have messed up and died, you spawn back at the shrine, and that shrine right there instead of the Shrine of Hope. So we're gonna go show off, trying to think of another decent one that we can find. Okay, I know one more area that's pretty nice looking. It doesn't have a whole lot of significance, but it is kind of a beautiful area. So it doesn't have a whole lot to do with the story, but it's just a little area that's kind of nice, a little piece of heaven, you could say. So actually, since I'm here, I might as well show off one more thing. I don't know why I clicked in my items. Wait, can I actually put on that mask? No, I don't think I can. Okay. Well, anyway. Before I do show you this, since this is already on our pathway. Actually. Wait, are there two areas here? Are they the same area? Okay, there's actually many areas in this. There's an area down there where you fight, I think, your first small Colossus. It isn't really anything special. That over there is where you fight your second small Colossus, which we will be getting to them in a little bit. That area is just, and this proves my theory that there were actually people here at one point, was because this is an abandoned city. You know, it's an abandoned city. You know, that there used to be life here. What happened to it, I don't know. But, you know, it just keeps, that's the one thing I like about this game, is because it always just makes you think, like, what was it like before any of this actually happened, before Colossus were around. But supposedly, the Colossus have been around since the dawn of time, so the story says. But they were sealed away initially, and somehow they had broken the seal and they had scattered into 16 different forms that are basically the Colossi. So that kind of explains everything. But if you really want to know more, then you can play the game. That's what I'm going to leave it up to you. So after this, I'm gonna try to climb the Shrine of Hope. It's probably not gonna go very well, but it's gonna be an attempt, because you never know. You know, they may have, because these guys were the Blue Point, I believe, was what who were the people that helped create this game, were actually huge fans of Shadow of the Colossus initially. I believe it was Blue Point. I could be wrong, but I believe it is Blue Point. But basically what it is that they were huge fans of Shadow of the Colossus, so they've probably heard of the 17th Colossus Fury. There's probably nothing up there, if I can get up there, that is. Now, if I can get up there, then that's cool. But if not, alright, so this is the area I wanted to show you guys. It doesn't have a whole lot of significance. You do have to cut through that trail to get to another Colossus that we'll be showing later. But in the meantime, though, I'm going to go ahead and show you what this general area is. It's just a little nice area in the forest. Nothing special. There's a little bit there's a small stream here that leads into waterfalls over there. Do not jump down, because trust me, I thought there was something across this way, and if you kind of look over there in that general direction, that kind of looks like a path, doesn't it? Over there. Alright, so since alright, so we're gonna track back up to the Shrine of Hope, and we're gonna try to climb it. Now, I don't know how well this is gonna go, because for one, I've never attempted this. Two, it may not even work. And three, I might find something that I didn't think I would actually find. If I find the 17th Colossus, and if I'm the first person to find it in this remake, then that'll be interesting. That'll be real interesting. But I doubt there's anything up there, but I guess it's one of those things where it won't hurt to check. So we're going to call Aggro. That's what I call him. A lot of people call him different names, because they're not really sure what his actual name is, but I call him Aggro, because it kind of reminds me of the Pokemon Aggron, just without the Ron in it. Aggro. Well, it's spelled differently, but well, that's what it kind of reminds me of. So we're going to go back to the Shrine of Hope, and we're going to see if we can or we cannot climb the Shrine of Hope. Now, essentially up there at the top, I can't really show you exactly where, because I really don't know where, but at the top of the shrine, there's supposedly supposed to be some life up there, some wildlife up there, and it's just a really nice area. If you played the game or if you beat it, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we're here. So I believe how you generally get up there is, I think you have to go back to the staircase the way you originally came. So okay, I don't know what our protagonist did. I don't know what our protagonist's name is, actually. They never said his name. But I heard this game is linked with 2 other games. There was a game before this, apparently. It's called Ico. I don't know if it has any significance to this at all. And then there was a fairly recent game. It's a couple years old at this point. About 4, if I'm correct, when it came out. And it was Last Guardian. It was somewhat connected to this game. but I haven't played them, and so that's that. So this is actually a pretty long staircase, spiral staircase. Wait, I wonder. It's actually getting darker, especially with my glare on TV, so this is gonna suck. Okay, so we're at the top. Yeah, we are at the top. So the question is, can we leave the shrine by going back this way? I can't see anything. Okay, so this is the door. So the door is not opening, so... But I believe that there is another way that you can get in the shrine. I think. I really don't know. You know, you can't take it from me, but I've just heard rumors that there is a way to get up the shrine. So, I would jump down, but I'm afraid that's going to kill me. Because that is a pretty long fall. Probably gonna wait till a couple more stories down before I decide to jump. Plus that water in there is shallow, so we really don't want to mess that up. Oh boy, I just fell. Oh, I took that pretty well. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna look around the shrine a little bit. I'm gonna try to call for aggro. No, it's not to whistle. Okay, I don't know why you're whistling. I'm trying to call aggro. So what would happen if I shine my sword like earlier? It's pointing straight that way. Wait a second. Wait a second. Surely not. That is where, that general direction is where you fight the first Colossus. Alright, before I do anything stupid, I'm probably not going to do anything stupid for now. But I think this is where I'm going to end off the stream, to be honest. So I really hope you guys did enjoy. I know for a little bit I was just kind of messing around and not really doing much. But we did do the 6th, 7th, and I believe we did, yeah, we did 6th, 7th, and 8th Colossus. So, when we come back, it's just going to be straight Colossus. There is going to be no really messing around outside of the world, because I think you guys seen plenty enough of that, and I'm pretty sure you're here just to watch me play the bosses. But if you did actually like that, do let me know, because I can definitely do more than that, but, you know, so this time, since I didn't have to make any takes, you can just watch all the way through this time, because last game, I did skip the Wanderer, because he was giving me trouble, because that was before I knew time attack was like that, and, or wasn't like that. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Later.